the NFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through New Orleans. It's the Rams and the Saints under the lights on Sunday night.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Coming up tonight, as we close another Sunday of football, we have a fantastic matchup for you between the Los Angeles Rams and the New Orleans Saints. Hello to everyone watching. Joined by Brock Ewart up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And in a while, we're going to find out the answer to a question that fans have been asking for nearly half a year at this. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And they'll have a veteran leading them out. It's their 9th-year quarterback.
And he doesn't have the advantage he usually does coming off a bye week. Both these teams came in here well-rested after a Sunday away. Of course, that means an extra week of prep work for this defense, too. So he's got his work cut out for him to find ways to attack them today.
They go play action on first. And his first pass falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's second down. Handoff now from the gun. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Running back sent in motion. Here he is on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Simple dive up the middle. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Jared Verse on the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing from the gun here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels, and right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
It is cut left side. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. That's caught by Chris Olave. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first down, they'll run. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Here's 2nd and 7. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. Neither side separating much so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the start of the second. Saints have the ball and a chance at 6. They'll try and punch it in. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain for them, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. Fullback trying to power it across. And he's in for the touchdown. The Saints can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Goal line formation, a give to the fullback powering forward. Is that Lorenzo Neal? That Tom Rathman down there, Brock? It doesn't get more old school smash mouth than that.
Yeah, I think you could go back to the early 1900s with no face masks and still find that play, that formation, and yes, up top.
Pass play on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they face 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Trying for the deep ball. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Setting up a throw. Complete out to the right. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. Here's the handoff. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to throw now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. They'll try and throw it here. The throw is caught. Touchdown, New Orleans! Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Airing it out to start this drive. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Tried getting it to Chris Olave. So that brings up 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Second and 10 now. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he crosses midfield before going out. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. Sending a receiver left. Throwing now from the gun. He's trying to push the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints earn the chance to tie it before halftime. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
Motion man is the tight end here, going left. To throw it on first down. Finds him on the crossing route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Throwing now on first down. Completed over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 38. Caught by the open man. And he's out just a second shy of reaching the red zone. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Slot man in motion left. Throwing it again here. Finds him over the middle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down. Back-to-back carries here. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Pass play coming here. And he has scored! Touchdown, New Orleans! The Saints take the lead right away in half number 2. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
And things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
They kick the running back in motion. Here's 2nd and 11. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the 26 on second down. Looking to his fullback now. And he's brought down. And a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Here's a give up the middle. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 42. Escapes the sack. Buys time, rolling right. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Third and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Running back sent in motion left. To the air now on 1st and 10. Cut out left. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. He'll throw it yet again. He completes it in traffic. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They'll come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He's on the move. And this one does not go far.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one's caught. It's a New Orleans touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. They'll run here on 1st down. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Looking to throw. Sideline throws reeled in by Likely. He's going to go out of bounds up past the 15. It's a gain of 4 there. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints leading by 7. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Another carry for him. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Back to the well again. And he's tackled for a short gain. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Right up the gut. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Here he is to throw. Into the hands of Likely. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. A tight end in motion now. The give here on 2nd. And they bring him down around the 34. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They give it to him again. Room to run inside the 20. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Hand off to the back. Along this sideline inside the 25. And he's finally brought down at the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
And here's the timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have one more play left in a game that's already decided. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. He's down to a knee, and they have done it. They're going to be playing in the Super Bowl. So it's a win for the Saints. And one last huge step has been taken, partner, as they claim that George Halas trophy as NFC champions. And now just 1 step and 1 trophy remaining. 2 weeks from now when they take the field in the Super Bowl.